Hey everyone, I'm Veljko and welcome to part 2 of me trying to fix the pollution system faulty problem of my Peugeot 207. Now if you haven't watched part 1, there's gonna be a link here that you can click. That way I don't have to explain the whole story, but in short, the only problem that my Peugeot has right now is the boost being so high. It's producing 1.2 or 1.3 bars over 4,000 RPMs, and the wastegate needs to be calibrated properly. I've seen many of you commenting, hey, did you fix the problem with the pollution system faulty? I'm back and I have a direction to go, so let's go to the car and I'll explain you a bit more. Come on. So we needed a person who knows how to calibrate the turbos, and long story short, we found the perfect guy. When we went to his place, he had so many turbos on the walls, on the floor and everything. I forgot to record that, but I knew we came to the right place. Anyway, me and my dad, we explained him the situation and the problem, and he said he knows how to calibrate turbos. It's just he needs a boost gauge, which makes sense because you have to know what boost you're running at full throttle in order to calibrate the wastegate. So he said our job is to install the boost gauge on my Peugeot and then remove all the heat shields around the turbo so he can have better access to the wastegate to calibrate, and pray to God that he successfully lowered the boost pressure to 1 bar because anything above 1 bar of boost in this car is not healthy and not recommended. Anyway, I already ordered the boost gauge and I'm so excited to install it. There's gonna be a dedicated video about it. So I'm gonna teleport you into the future where the boost gauge arrives and us installing it. And a few months later, I finally installed the boost gauge, and I also installed the oil pressure gauge because that's very important for the track. So as you can see, I put the tape just temporarily. I didn't completely install it, but it's working and I've tested it. I was shocked when I put the full throttle on above 4,000 RPMs. My boost is 1.4 or 1.5 bars of boost. I mean, that is, I thought with the OBD it's 1.2 or something, but 1.4 is too much. If you want to see the installation video for both of these gauges, I'm gonna put a link on the upper right corner, or there's gonna be a link in the description. So now that I see how much boost my Peugeot is getting, it's the time for me to visit that guy that I've spoken to you about in the beginning of the video. But before that, I have one more thing to fix, and that is this guy. Many of you know from the first part, I took off the catalytic converter. It's only a shell there. And sometimes when I go into overboost and the check engine comes, there's also one more fault code regarding the catalytic converter because of the O2 sensor after the catalytic converter. So I bought this. You can see here, it's basically to trick the computer into thinking the catalytic is still there, but you just put this adapter on and it erases the fault code P0420. That's exactly the fault code that my Peugeot is getting. So it costed me 15 euros, which is not much, and I'm gonna go to my friend so we can install this. Let's go. I'm recording this video on July 11th and there has been some change of plans. By that I mean this. I bought a brand new turbo for my 207 GTI. Now many of you were now questioning, wait, whoa, like you didn't tell you're gonna do this. The original plan is to go to the guy who knows how to calibrate the wastegate and to try to fix the issue. But my suspicion that the actuator was also not working properly, grew more and more. And on eBay I came across this turbo. This is from UK. I believe the company is Neo Brothers. They were pricing this turbo for 450 euros, including shipping. So I decided to buy because it's already calibrated. So that's a big plus for me. I just have to put it on and to see if it will work. And I'm gonna put it back because it's very heavy. I'm not that strong of a person, but I'm very excited. Now, I'm not gonna put it very soon. I'm going on a vacation in Montenegro and I'll be back on the beginning of August, like 5th or 10th of August. And then I will go to a service who knows how to take off all the front part of the car to install the turbo. And we'll see if finally this issue is gonna be fixed. I mean, I've been dealing with this issue for 1.5 years. But again, driving normally and under 4,000 RPMs, the car is driving fine, like I have no issues. Next up, Montenegro to enjoy a vacation and swimming and relax a little bit. And when I come home, the turbo is gonna be installed. And I'm back home. I enjoyed the vacation very much. Of course, I use Lexus for travel and I enjoyed the Lexus as well, but I really missed this car. And coming home, I couldn't wait to drive it. Finally, the day has come. I scheduled for tomorrow to replace the turbo with this new one. Hopefully that's gonna fix all my problems with overboost. Happily for me, they're gonna replace it pretty quickly, like maybe in 1 or 2 days. And fingers crossed that my car is gonna run how it should. So see you at the service. And we arrived to the service. Before I test drive it, I'm so curious to see the old turbo, like if I can spot that there's some problems with Westgate. Alright, there's the Westgate, and let's try to move it. Yeah, it's kind of stuck. It's not even opening. Yeah, it's stuck. The actuator is probably bust. Anyway, I'm now more confident that my car is gonna work fine, so let's test drive it finally. I just started driving and the engine is still cold, so I need to wait a little bit. I actually picked up the car yesterday and I didn't want to test it all the way to redline because it's a new turbo. Like, you don't want to full throttle all the way to the red line the moment the new turbo is put. What I also feel is the car is way easier to drive because, again, you saw the Westgate, how it was stuck closed, which means it was giving me all the time, it was giving me too much power. So this car was really, it was always on edge. Like, you couldn't, I have to really press a little bit of gas to start going. That's how much it quickly builds up boost. All right, moment of truth, people. First gear all the way. Whoo! Nice. no overboost. It didn't go over 1 bar, which it shouldn't do. I was telling you that before. You should not go over 1 bar. My God, that was so fun. I can't believe I solved the problem after like over 1 year. Like I don't know even how long it took me to figure it out, the problem, and to fix it. You also heard the turbo sound. I actually like it better than before with the flutter. Like this one, it feels very powerful. Like there's something serious under the hood. So expect many videos like 0 to 100 or just joyrides, because I'm gonna enjoy this car a lot. Second gear. I will probably drive the car the whole day. I'm just gonna make excuses just to drive it. Of course, I'm making this video to also help you guys with your depollution system faulty problems. And if you have the turbo producing too low boost or too much boost, I think if you have enough money, just buy a new turbo. If your turbo is anyway ready for a replacement, I think without rebuilding it, just replace the turbo, and I think you will not regret the decision, just like me. So anyway, that's all for this video. I'm super excited for many new videos of this car, and all I can say is stay tuned. Woo! I hope this video taught you some new things that you didn't know, and good luck in solving your issues. Like, it's worth solving because this car is a riot. I mean, when it works, it's so sweet to drive. On that note, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.